Thanking everybody for being here. Appreciate all the fans showing up, the students that came early and stayed late. Can't tell you how much we appreciate that. Overall, I thought we started slow, and I thought we finished slow. We won the game and happy with the win. We're going to enjoy wins around here, but I was honest with the team as well, and I didn't think we played great. I didn't think we played up to our ability. We had some guys that were able to get some playing time tonight and get in the game, and they didn't play up to my expectations or their own expectations. I think a bright spot is Jordan Cunningham. Really kind of, without me watching the game, a young kid came in, I thought did very well. I'm not really sure what his stats are. I guess he had 7 catches for 67 yards, made some tough catches, played with confidence, was very pleased with him. I think Matthews and Kraus continue to show up for us. So pleased with those guys. I thought, in the first half, with our starting defense in there, I thought they played well pretty much the whole game. I would say the offense probably started out slower than I would have anticipated. So, I'll go back and watch the tape. We got a win. We're 1-0 this week. We'll enjoy it the rest of the night. We'll wake up tomorrow morning and start all over and start to get ready for South Carolina this week. I think it was really just execution. I didn't think our pad level was very good in the first quarter on the offensive line and at tight end. I keep talking about the offensive line. It's really a combination of the O-line and tight end together. We really didn't do anything a whole lot different, to be honest with you. We just started executing a little bit more. I thought last week I made the comment to you that I didn't feel like we got the ball early enough to Jordan Matthews in that game. Once we started to do that, that sparked us. I didn't get that feeling tonight. I didn't think our pad level was very good in the O-line and tight. He was able to get some time last week, but didn't really get any balls thrown his way. So I thought it was great that the quarterbacks were confident to go through the reads. I think there's still at times where we're holding and waiting on Jordan Matthews rather than just going through our progressions and throwing the ball where the defense takes us. And that's kind of what I saw tonight. That's why it was real promising. A couple of those throws to Cunningham, he was the 3rd or 4th progression. They went right back to him, and he made some really good plays, going over the middle, throwing his body around, making good catches. So I was pleased with him. Sealand started the game, and I think for a while there in the first half, our defense held him to under 50 yards total, I think. And I don't think they had a first down, something like that. So I thought Sealand pretty well. He's got really good instincts. He played fast. I thought Harding came in and did some nice things. I think when I go back and watch the tape, you'll see that he made some mistakes as a first-time player makes. Although I would have liked to see us play better in that game, I think there's a lot of positives that come out of it. In fact, all those guys were able to get in the game and get some legitimate playing time, and get some legitimate reps. We'll be able to watch the tape and improve from it. But I'm always honest with them. And I was honest with them after the game. I felt like I mentioned to you guys in the beginning, I thought we started slow, and I thought we finished slow. I was disappointed that we turned the ball over, especially when we have the ability to run with those guys and make some positive yards, so that was a little disappointing. But I thought both of them did some nice things. I think Patton showed that he's not just a drop back passer. He can run as well. I think he was 4 for 5 tonight. Was able to rush the ball as well and do some decent things. So, I think the fact that we were able to get those 2 guys reps is a positive. That's always the hard part. And to me, I think, what I always think about in my mind is if something happened at this point in the game with one of these guys, would we regret it? Would we regret it? And I think a lot of times people look out there and they want to score a bunch of points to get people excited and talking about it, but we're trying to build depth, and again, although we have better depth than we have in the past, we still got to stay healthy. So I sat here at halftime and I said, I think we need to look at these things. I think we talk about these things, and we need to get these guys on the field. At that point, I think it was 38-0. I didn't think it was worthwhile to have some of those guys in there. Our issue is it's not like we can just send a whole number 2 out. You're kind of mixing and matching. Well, it was good enough for Austin Peay. And that's really kind of our focus and our concern. Next week, we'll worry about what's good enough for South Carolina. We want to be 1-0 this week. We're 1-0 this week. Is there a lot of learning on that tape? There's a lot of things that we got to get cleaned up, no doubt about it. But like I mentioned last week, I'd rather learn and grow as a team and as an organization with a win rather than the other way. I think Brian, if you watched last week, he played well. I thought this week he played well. He runs hard, he's got really good vision, he's got really good quickness. He runs with more power than you anticipate for a guy his size. The thing he's got to do is got to protect the football. And that's everybody. On offense, got to protect the ball. Defense, we got to create turnovers. And on special teams, I think we got to be a little bit more consistent. Right now, I think on special teams, we're a little dependent on our kickers. When we punt the ball well, things go well. When we kick the ball to the end zone, things go well. We need to make sure that all 11 guys are playing as one. And I think special teams needs to be a bigger impact.